What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, March 21st, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Disney's upcoming live-action adaptation of Mulan will not be a musical unlike its 1998 animated predecessor, director Nikki Caro said. Caro said during an interview with MoviePhone while promoting her latest film, The Zookeeper's Wife, "From what I understand, no songs right now, much to the horror of my children." She said of Mulan, "It is a big, girly martial arts epic. It will be extremely muscular and thrilling and entertaining and moving." The lack of musical numbers differs from Disney's latest live-action adaptation of Beauty and the Beast, which featured the original animated film's musical numbers along with new songs. Mulan, which is being fast-tracked into production, is being produced by Jason Reed, Chris Bender, Jake Weiner, and executive produced by Hong Kong-based producer Bill Kong. Caro was announced as the director in February after attempts to acquire an Asian director were unsuccessful as Ang Lee and Rogue One's star Zhang Wen, a hit director in China, passed on the project. The script, penned by Rick Jaffa and Amanda Silver, is a rewrite from a spec written by Lauren Hynek and Elizabeth Martin. The film came under fire in October after reports surfaced that the title character would have a Caucasian love interest. Disney quickly shot down the rumor, promising that all primary roles in the film, including that of Mulan and her love interest, would be filled by Chinese actors. Mulan is set to arrive in theaters November 2nd, 2018. Father of the Bride stars Steve Martin, Kimberly Williams-Paisley, and Martin Short reunited Sunday at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. Williams-Paisley wrote on Twitter alongside a photo featuring the trio smiling, "Love seeing my former co-stars at Steve Martin to go," and at the Martin Short at the Opry House tonight for their show in #Nashville. Williams-Paisley was on hand to see Martin and Short's comedy show. The three starred together in 1991's Father of the Bride and its sequel, 1995's Father of the Bride Part 2. Previously, Martin addressed rumors about a third Father of the Bride film, telling Entertainment Tonight, "I don't think that's going to happen." He continued by saying, "I'd have to play a grandfather. Do I want to do that? Yeah, of course I do, but I think we've seen enough. But, I think another generation will make that movie again." The Big Bang Theory has been renewed for 2 more seasons, keeping the beloved sitcom on CBS through the 2018-2019 television season. CBS Entertainment and Warner Brothers Television announced their new 2-year broadcasting agreement Monday. The show, now in its 10th season, stars Johnny Galecki, Jim Parsons, Kaylee Kuko, Simon Helberg, Kunan Nayar, Mila Bilak, and Melissa Rauch. Chuck Lorre, Bill Pratty, and Steve Molaro are executive producers. Penelope Cruz has joined the cast of American Crime Story. The 42-year-old Spanish actress will portray Donatella Versace, the sister of murdered fashion designer Gianni Versace, in Season 3 of the Ryan Murphy FX series Versace American Crime Story. The official American Crime Story Twitter account confirmed Monday, "For the love of fashion, let's welcome Penelope Cruz to the American Crime Story family." Cruz joined previously announced stars Edgar Ramirez and Darren Criss, who will play Johnny, and his killer Andrew Cunanan, respectively. Deadline reported the season will begin production in Los Angeles and in Miami in April and premiere in 2018. Versace, which draws from the book Vulgar Favors by Maureen Arf, explores Johnny's 1997 murder and Cunanan's subsequent suicide. Donatella was made creative director of her brother's fashion house Versace after his death. American Crime Story is executive produced by Murphy, the creator of Glee and American Horror Story. The show aired a critically acclaimed first season, The People vs. O.J. Simpson, in 2016, and will explore the events of Hurricane Katrina in Season 2. Murphy has denied in January that American Horror Story alum Lady Gaga will portray Donatella in Versace. Cruz will also star in a remake of Murder on the Orient Express with Josh Gad and Johnny Depp. Jackie and the Magnificent Seven star Peter Sarsgaard has joined the ensemble of Hulu's original drama series, The Looming Tower. The 46-year-old actor will play Martin Schmidt, a CIA analyst who invariably believes he's by far the smartest person in the room. In the 10-episode drama, a press release from the streaming service said, co-starring Jeff Daniels, Tahar Rahim, Michael Schoenberg, Bill Camp, Virginia Cole, Louis Calasalmi, and Sullivan Jones. The show is based on the Pulitzer Prize-winning expose by Lawrence Wright. The press release says The Looming Tower traces the rising threat of Osama bin Laden and al-Qaeda and takes a controversial look at how the rivalry between the CIA and FBI may have inadvertently set the stage for the tragedy of 9/11 and the war in Iraq. Actor William Fichtner and champion drag racer Antron Brown will join Tom Wookie Ford, the journalist, in hosting a new show called Top Gear America. The 8-hour-long episodes of the car-themed docu-series are expected to start airing on BBC America later this year. Sarah Barnett, the president of BBC America, said in a statement, "We are big fans of the mixed cars, credibility, and charisma that adds up to the winning formula for Top Gear, and couldn't be happier that BBC A is now the home for the franchise in the United States, with Top Gear America joining the original show on our network. Bill, Antron, and Wookie are serious gearheads who never take themselves too seriously. It'll be quite a trip." A U.S. version of Britain's Top Gear starred Tanner Faust, Adam Ferrera, and Rutledge Wood, which aired on America's History Channel from 2010 to 2016. Comedy Central says it has renewed Detroiters for a second season to air in 2018. The announcement was made Monday by Kent Alterman, the cable network's president. The sitcom about a pair of Motor City ad men is executive produced, created, and written by Sam Richardson, Tim Robinson, Joe Kelly, and Zach Cannon, and executive produced by Lauren Michaels, Jason Sudeikis, and Broadway Video's Andrew Singer. Richardson and Robinson co-star. Altman said in a statement, "Sam and Tim's sweet, goofy relationship is so infectious we've noticed people being nicer to each other. Perhaps we'll set season 2 in D.C." Film and television icon Rob Lowe and his sons Matthew and John are to star in The Lowe Files, a 9-episode docu-series for A&E Network. The project was announced Monday by Ellen Fontaine Bryan, the network's executive vice president and head of programming. Lowe said in a statement, "Since I was a kid, I love unexplained legends, strange phenomena, and the scary supernatural stories told around campfires. When I became a father, I shared those tales with my 2 sons. Together we bond over Bigfoot, UFO, and every creepy and bizarre story we could find, passionately debating if they were real or not, and we swore that someday the 3 of us would go on our own adventure to find out. That day has come." Fontaine Bryant added, "Watching Rob, Matthew, and John Owen take this awesome adventure together, something that has been part of their family narrative, is the kind of organic programming that our viewers respond to the best. Their explorations will certainly lead them to dynamic and exciting places, but a nostalgic journey for a father and his sons is what at the heart of the series' underlying mission." Lowe is best known for his films The Outsiders, St. Elmo's Fire, About Last Night, and Wayne's World, as well as the TV shows The West Wing, Brothers and Sisters, Parks and Recreation, and Code Black. Wonder Woman actress Gal Gadot announced Monday that she has given birth to her second child. The actress wrote on her Facebook post, accompanied a black and white photo of her with her husband and the older daughter in the hospital. "And then we were 4. She is here, Maya. I feel so complete, blessed, and thankful for all the wonders in my life. #family, #newborn, #grateful." Gadot married real estate developer Yaron Varsano in 2008. Their first child was born in 2011. Eric Trump is going to be a first-time dad. The 33-year-old businessman and third eldest child of President Donald Trump announced Monday that wife Lara Trump is pregnant with the baby boy due in September. He captioned a photo on Instagram of himself and with his wife at Lara Lee Trump, and I are excited to announce that we're adding a boy to #Team Trump in September. It's been an amazing year. We are blessed. Lara wrote on her own account, "Eric and I are excited to add a boy to our pack in September, #baby Trump." Trump married Lara, a 34-year-old former Inside Edition producer, at his dad's Mar-a-Lago club in Palm Beach, Florida in 2014. He found out his wife was pregnant on his birthday in January. Lara told People, "I was exhausted in the beginning. It surprised me because I'm a very active person until the fatigue hits. I didn't believe it would actually happen to me. It really affected me, but I'm feeling really good now." Trump added, "We really love the name Charlie, but we already named our dog that, so that is out." Trump is the son of Donald Trump and the president's first wife, ex-wife Ivana Trump. Donald Trump is already grandfather to 8 children, son Donald Jr.'s kids Kyle, Donner, Tristan, Spencer, and Chloe, and daughter Ivanka's children Arabella, Joseph, and Theodore. Lena Dunham dismissed fashion criticism Sunday by saying she has more important priorities than clothes. The 30-year-old actress snapped back after celebrity blogger Perez Hilton dissed the outfit she wore to at the 92Y event on Friday and the Human Rights Campaign Los Angeles dinner on Saturday. Dunham wrote on Instagram, "I try at a lot of things. Mostly I tried at being a writer, director, actor, activist, friend, sibling, partner, and godmother." She said, "Fashion is fun, but sometimes I'd rather not spend 3 hours and lots of cash I could give to charity or spend on books and food to get ready to go out. There's a lot of different ways to be a public figure, and I think there's room for us to occasionally show up in public like people do." The star concluded, "When I look at that picture you subjected to caption this criticism, I see a day well spent writing, reading, having tea with a friend. It's unfortunately that the days you approve of most are the ones where I'm spending the least time on what really matters. With love, Lena." Hilton had captioned a photo of Dunham on the 92Y red carpet with fill in the blanks at Nina Dunham. He later posted a picture of the actress at the HRC gala, writing, "Nice to see her trying." Dunham's row with Hilton came just days after she debuted her slimmer figure at the opening of personal trainer Tracy Anderson's flagship studio in New York. She responded to the public, celebrating and condemning her weight loss in a lengthy post. The Girl star wrote, "I've accepted that my body is an ever-changing organism, not a fixed entity. What goes up must come down and vice versa. I smile just as wide no matter what my current size is because I'm proud of what this body has seen and done and represent." She asserted, "My weight loss isn't a triumph, and it also isn't some sign I've finally given in to the voices of trolls, because my body belongs to me. At every phrase, in every iteration, and whatever I do with it, I'm not handling in my feminist card to anyone." Real Housewives of New Jersey star Kim DePaola's car is at the center of a double murder investigation. According to NBC New York, 2 badly burned bodies were found inside the vehicle, which was set on fire in Paterson, New Jersey. 2 male victims were shot in the head, execution styles, authorities said. The bodies were burned beyond recognition and had to be identified by their dental records. Police Captain Richard Reyes said to NorthJersey.com, "I can't tell you why we are treating it as a homicide, but we are treating it as a homicide." The car, an Audi, is owned by DePaola, but is mostly driven by her son Chris, TMZ reported. Chris was taken to the airport by a friend, 27-year-old Aaron Anderson, last week, who was in possession of the car while Chris was out of town. The mother of Anderson has been unable to get in contact with her son. She said, "I've been calling him and it's going through voicemail. I would have heard from him. No arrest has been made." On Sunday, DePaola addressed the situation on Instagram, writing, "I'm humbled by the outpouring of love and support during this very difficult time. My son and I are both safe. Our deepest condolences goes out to the victims' families of this truly horrific tragedy." Kevin James is taping a stand-up comedy special to stream on Netflix in 2018. The 51-year-old funny man will also be seen on the streaming service in the movie Sandy Wexler, opposite his frequent collaborator Adam Sandler on April 14th. James previously starred in the Netflix original movie True Memoirs of an International Assassin. A press note release noted, a comedian, producer, writer, and Emmy-nominated actor, James is an established and well-respected staple in the entertainment today, discovered at the 1996 Montreal Comedy Festival, and unwittingly taking the first steps into what would become an illustrious career. He signed a network development deal, which led to the creation of his 1998 CBS smash hit, The King of Queens. Dave Chappelle says hip-hop group A Tribe Called Quest influenced his decision to host Saturday Night Live in November following the presidential election. Chappelle said in reference to SNL creator and executive producer Lorne Michaels, "It was a perfect storm of circumstances that made me do it. Lorne Michaels is a genius," and he said that during a new interview with CBS This Morning. He continues, "So Lorne had decided that he was adamant that I do the slot after the election. I want you to do the first show after the election, but the decisive factor had a lot to do with the Tribe Called Quest." According to the comedian, the death of a Tribe Called Quest member, Phife Dawg, had brought him to a party in remembrance of the rapper at a fellow member of Q-Tip's home, where Chappelle heard the group's final album, "We Got It From Here, Thank You For Your Service." Chappelle recalled, later in the night, Tip played some of the album. It was really moving, and hearing Fife's voice, it was a powerful night, He added, "So the album had this idea that we're all getting in the age where we lose one another sometimes, He said, so when Q-Tip decided to do the show, he said he wanted me to host. We talked about it before, but he was very empathetic, and he goes, Dave, this is the last Tribe album ever, and that was the tipping point, if you really want to honor someone's legacy, Chappelle said of calling Michaels about hosting, "I know Lorne thought that I was pretty messed up, but I was resolute." Chappelle's SNL appearance included an opening monologue that discussed Donald Trump's election night win, a sketch performance alongside Chris Rock that mocked the reaction to Trump's win, and a Walking Dead segment that brought back the characters from The Chappelle Show. Jennifer Lopez says she's best friends with ex-husband Marc Anthony. The 47-year-old singer discussed her great relationship and new album with Anthony on Monday's episode of Live with Kelly after being linked to retired Major League Baseball star Alex Rodriguez. Lopez said of Anthony, "We're like best friends. We're making an album right now. He's helping me make my Spanish language album." She confessed, "At first I was like, we're good with the kids and everything, but if we start working together, are we going to start going at each other again? It's been awesome, honestly. I think it's even helped our relationship. It's made us even better. We're just in a really great place." The star said, "It's great the kids get to spend time with the two of us more together and sees us work together. It's just good for them. It's good for us, and it's just good for the entire family. We're always going to be great friends." Lopez and Anthony, who shared 9-year-old twins Max and Emmy, split in 2011 after 7 years of marriage. The singer is now reportedly dating Rodriguez and vacationed in the Bahamas with the 41-year-old former New York Yankees shortstop last week. Source told Entertainment Tonight they were introduced by mutual friends who put this idea together. Another insider added, Alex and Jennifer ran into each other about a month ago in LA. They're both single, have these huge careers, and their families are the number one priority. They have a lot in common, and friends thought they could be really good together. Jaime Pressly confirmed Sunday that her home was recently burglarized. The 39-year-old actress said through her rep that her house was robbed just one day after $200,000 of jewelry went missing from model Kendall Jenner's home. Pressly's spokesperson told People there was a burglary and legal actions are being taken. Jaime and her family were not at the home during the incident. TMZ report Pressly called the police late Friday night after she discovered someone had broken into her Sherman Oaks, California home. Sources said that the burglar got in through a side window and took the star's jewelry and a laptop. The Los Angeles police confirmed to ABC7 that the burglary happened at a house owned by Pressly, but said that the, quote, amount of loss was undetermined. Jenner, NBA star Nick Young, and singer Alanis Morissette are among the other celebrities whose homes have been burglarized in 2017. Jenner called police early Thursday morning after jewelry was stolen from her Hollywood Hills home. A spokesperson for the Los Angeles Police Department told E! At the time, officers did a search of the premises and no suspects were found. It's an ongoing investigation. AJ McLean welcomed the second daughter over the weekend. The 39-year-old Backstreet Boys singer confirmed through his rep that wife, Rochelle, gave birth to a baby girl, Lyric Dean, on Sunday, March 19th, according to People. McLean told the magazine, "I was told by someone very dear to me that having a child will change you forever, and that was so true with Ava. We decided to try one more time because even though Ava is so independent, the idea of having a sister or brother for her became more and more important to us." He also added, despite the fact that I'm an only child, and all jokes aside, turned out okay, my wife is one of 4, and that showed me there's something beyond special about having siblings. Now seeing the excitement and anticipation that Ava has about being a big sister, it's truly amazing and the best feeling in the world. The star concluded, having 2 baby girls is a dream come true, and we couldn't be any more proud or excited to welcome Lyric Dean McLean into the world and into our family. McLean and Rochelle married in 2011 and welcomed Ava the next year. The singer announced Rochelle's second pregnancy in September and later told Entertainment Tonight he was expecting another daughter. Sesame Street is adding Julia, a muppet with autism, to its cast. The character, who first appeared in digital and printed storybooks in October 2015, will debut on the long-running kids' educational program in April. Sesame Street writer Christine Ferrera explained on 60 Minutes Sunday about introducing Julia. The big discussion right at the start was, how do we do this? How do we talk about autism? He concluded by saying, it's tricky because autism is not one thing because it is different for every single person who has autism. In Julia's debut episode, she will display common characteristics found in those with autism. In a scene from the episode, she ignores Big Bird when first introduced to the iconic character. Big Bird says, I thought that maybe she didn't like me, as he said to Elmo and Abby Kadabi. Elmo adds, yeah, but we had to explain to Big Bird that Julia likes Big Bird. It's just that Julia has autism, so sometimes it takes her a little longer to do things. We're pretty good at understanding people. We live with a grouch. Julia is being portrayed by puppeteer Stacey Gordon, who is the mother of an autistic son. She said, had my son's friends have been exposed to his behaviors through something that they had seen on TV before they experienced them in the classroom, they might have not been frightened. She said of how Julia can help children understand autism. He cried. She also added, they might have not been worried when he cried. They would have known that he plays in a different way, and that's okay. Pop star Katy Perry was honored with the Human Rights Campaign's National Equality Award Saturday during the organization's annual gala at the JW Marriott in Los Angeles. The pop star said on stage after being presented with the award by Westworld star Shannon Woodward, I'm just a singer-songwriter. Honestly, I speak my truths and I paint my fantasies into these little bit-sized pop songs. For instance, I kissed a girl and I liked it. She also added, continuing to talk about the members of the LGBTQ community about her religious upbringing. Truth be told, A, I did more than, but B, how was I going to reconcile with a gospel singing girl raised in youth groups that were pro-conversion camps? What I did know is that I was curious, and even then I knew sexuality wasn't as black and white as this dress. She also continued by saying, and honestly, I haven't always gotten it right, but in 2008 when that song came out, I knew that I started a conversation that a lot of the world seemed curious enough to sing along to. The Human Rights Campaign, which fights for LGBT rights, also honored actress America Ferrera with the Ally for Equality Award. Ferrera said during her speech, I must confess that anything I've ever done on behalf of the LGBT community, I did in service to myself. Anything I ever did for the rights of this community, I did because I believe with every fiber of my being that my liberation is bound up to the liberation of my LGBT brothers and sisters. She concluded by saying, and in the liberation of my black brothers and sisters, and in the liberation of immigrants and refugees and Muslims and sheiks and women all over the world, and the incarcerated and the criminalized and the uneducated and the poor and the hungry. And that is your entertainment report for Tuesday, March 21st, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Thursday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.